everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today I'm going to be teaching you how to make Henry's very scary Halloween homemade vegan candy corns. The word Halloween traces back to a poem written by Robert Burns in the mid-18th century. Among the bonny winding banks, where Doon rins wimpling clear, where Bruce Ance ruled the martial ranks and shook his carrot spear, some merry friendly country folks together did convene to burn their nuts and poo their stalks. So join us, won't you, as we descend into the bowels of hell to unearth the dark and secret recipe of vegan candy corns. We're going to start by sifting our dry ingredients. We want 1 cup confectioner's sugar, 2 tablespoons dry milk. I'm using dried oat milk because this is a vegan recipe. Now let's just stir it up. If you ever want to baffle your friends, you can tell them that every grain of flour has its own unique flavor. It's not true, but you can still baffle your friends with it. Okay, next we're going to make our sugar base, starting with 1/3 cup corn syrup. Caps are kind of tough to get off. There we go. So yeah, 1/3 cup corn syrup, 2 tablespoons butter, and 1/3 cup sugar. So this next part is very difficult and it requires extreme precision. If you feel that this is too hard, you can always go to the store and buy a bag of candy corn. But if you want to stick it out, this is what you're going to need. A heat-proof slotted spatula along with an instant read candy thermometer and a little bit of water to have on hand in case you go over the temperature. Let's roll. Okay, we don't have a lot of time to do this. Right now the thermometer is reading just a little over 250 degrees, which is too much. So we're going to need to temper that down a little bit with a teaspoon of water. Watch out for splashback. 245. Perfect. We did it, guys. Now we're going to remove this from the heat and let it cool down a bit, but not too much. Now let's add our dry ingredients from earlier, and we'll just stir that up. Work quickly because this stuff's going to start getting hard on you. Okay. So I've got a cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper, and we're literally just going to pour our candy dough on top of it. Okay, this next part you got to do fast because it's going to harden. So I've got a professional candy cutting knife here, and we're just going to cut our dough. I think it's already hardened. I'm just going to put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds to let it soften a bit. Now be careful touching this because it's going to be hot. This is still very hot. I just burned my fingers there. No matter how professional you are, it's still possible to have an accident. Now it's time for some food coloring. Traditional candy corn is orange, yellow, and white, but you know, you can be creative. I'm going to use a little orange, but I think I'm going to use a little green as well. Now we just want to cut these into cute little triangular cone shapes. So at this point, these should start looking a little more like the candy corns that you're familiar with. Put them on a separate plate. Now all we have to do is leave this plate out for a couple of hours, and then we're going to have delicious Halloween vegan candy corns.
Dark house in which once more I sit. I curse the very thought of it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen, everybody. And I want to say a very special thank you to the patrons at patreon.com/Henry's Kitchen for supporting these videos.
So ghastly through the